Hi guys, just a quick look at one of the features, one of the little things I've noticed recently, and I've had to dig in the menus for it. Sorry, not dig in the menus. I've had to dig in the internet, across the internet, for the answer to the question. Top right hand corner, 0:49 there. That's the time there. Now I kept setting the clock on this, the Icom, and it kept, after a couple of days, it would lose the time. So every time I turned it on, now it's been on 49 minutes, it would start at Saturday the 1st of whatever month, probably January, makes sense. Resets the year, resets the time, resets everything. In the manual, which, let's be honest, if everyone knows this radio, if anyone knows the radio, the manual's not very good, to be fair. It's very vague. It's not one of Icom's best moments, the manual there. So I've read all through the manual. I've had to dig a lot, like I said, online at things, and I found out what's happening eventually after I've gone through about 20 pages of forums. One of the very clever guys has worked it out, or got the information from somewhere. And here is the story. To cut a long story short, try to make a short video here. This radio has got an internal lithium battery, like a lot of things have got nowadays. I believe it's non-serviceable. You probably will be able to change it if it does go, but it's probably a seal lithium polymer pack or something like that. And this radio needs 12 volts, 12 to 14 or 12 to 16 or 11 to 16 or whatever the range is, to charge that cell up. So then it will keep the time for you. Because obviously all the other settings are on the memory card or in the internal memory, so it doesn't need a battery for those settings, like your AGC and your channels and all the rest of that. It doesn't need batteries for that, but it does need a battery to keep this little clock running, top right, and to keep the date. Which the date is a bit of an odd one, because the date isn't actually displayed anywhere, as far as I know, on the screen there. So it's a bit weird having to program the date, and there's no display of the date apart from when you go to set the date, which is odd, very odd. Anyway, obviously it's for timestamps and stuff like that. Anyway, so this lithium battery that's inside the radio, it has to be charged up for a certain amount of time. Apparently, to get a full charge, it's 48 hours. So now I'm going to leave my power supply on in the back of the radio for probably half that, to be honest, and give it a half charge or whatever, and give it half a charge, and charge it up. But I've just a bit of a gripe with Icom just not mentioning this in the manual. Why wouldn't you mention it? Now I've been looking and seeing why. I mean, it'd be nice just to turn the clock off, but you can't even turn the clock off. Who hasn't got a watch on, or a phone in the hand, or a clock somewhere in the room? I know what it's for. It's for the stamp, the time stamp. But why not have the option just to turn the clock off the front? Because I don't keep looking at it thinking that's the time, because obviously it's not 10 to 1 in the morning. But I know what time it is roughly now, but why not mention it in the manual that it needs to be connected up to a battery supply, or a power supply for at least so many hours to get a charge of that capacitor. I don't know, that lithium cell, I just don't know why they don't mention it. Anyway, that's the story. So if you want your clock to be the right time, you need to use this radio for a day or two, or leave it switched on for a day or two. Not switched on like this, switched on, just have the power connected to the back. You can switch it off, and then charge that little lithium cell up inside, then it will keep the time. But I don't know if I'm going to bother, to be honest. But anyway, that's the bit of a rant there on that. I mean, there's a lot of things that the manual doesn't tell you with this, and you just have to learn. Right, that's it guys, quick short one there. Thanks for watching.